always posting everybody else and their family on social media. Always got something to say about them, but when it comes down to Lamar, he don't do nothing.
Everyone, this is Tisha coming to us from Baltimore, Maryland. Now, the day Tisha found out she was pregnant with her son Lamar was also her boyfriend Roy's birthday. So naturally, Tisha thought this pregnancy news would be a great gift for Roy. Whew, was she wrong? When Tisha pulled up and revealed the news to Roy, he immediately denied that he was the father, and he broke up with her. I mean, that was almost 2 years ago. What are you trying to prove today?
Well, today I'm here to prove that Lamar is Roy's son, and I need him to step up and do what he's supposed to do as a father. But I've been on this for too long, and I cannot take it anymore.
I mean, you were in love with this guy, right?
Yes.
And then you find out you're pregnant, and on his birthday, you go see him to give him this present, right?
No, I didn't go see him. I called him on the phone. I was supposed to have went to go see him because I was going to spend his birthday with him. But I had ended up finding out earlier that day that I was pregnant, and I had called his phone and told him. And he told me he didn't even want to see me. Like, he didn't want me to keep the baby. He didn't, like, and then when I told him that I was keeping the baby, he told me it wasn't his baby.
Because of an attitude, Maury.
Okay.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay, he said he didn't want you to have the baby, and then you said you were going to keep the baby, and then he said the baby wasn't his. He broke up with you, or he didn't see you anymore. So were you alone for your pregnancy?
Yes, I went through my whole pregnancy alone. I was very depressed. I was very sad because I had to go to all the doctor's appointments by myself. I think people when they was their child father or being a family, and I didn't have no one there with me. It was just me all by myself.
You give birth at the hospital. Roy knows that you're at the hospital, right?
Yes, I went to the same hospital across the street from his job. When I told him I had
was
the
at work
baby,
the whole time, though.
and he asked me, I asked him to come see me. He worked right across the street, Maury. He could have came across the street and came and seen my son. No, it's not even, I'm not trying to hear that he had work, because when he had his other kids was born across the street from his job team, and he made his way to go see them kids.
But not for you.
You told me last second, though. Last second.
No, I didn't. Maury, I told him the day that I had the baby. I told him I was in labor.
Yeah, the last second. That's the last second when you had them. It's a different story.
Yes, my baby ain't even had the same blood type as me. If my son would have needed a blood transfusion, Roy was not there to help my child. My son would have died.
Well, no one told me anything about that.
Well, first of all, let's talk about
You
that.
didn't ask.
Because how serious was it with the birth with Lamar? Tell me about it.
I had a very complicated labor with Lamar. Lamar's heart rate was dropping very dramatically. When he came out, his body temperature was very low. He had to get rushed to the back so they can get him back regulated so that way he can be in the room with me. And he didn't come. Not that day I was down there. I was down there for 3-4 days. He didn't come across the street at all. I was scared. I had to get an emergency C-section. My aunt was in the room with me. My grandmother stayed down there
I did not know about him
to help me with my son. When I was sore, couldn't get up because I had a C-section. Boy, you was not there at all.
I did not know until the last minute, like I said. Did not know.
Tisha.
How, what you mean, how?
I heard that Roy didn't even tell his family you were pregnant.
No, not at all. His family did not find out about my son until my son was 3 to 4 months. And his sister had reached out to me about the baby to see if the baby was his. And she was like, if the baby is his, she would like to be a part of my son's life. Takir and his father and his stepmother, they was very much active in my child's life and still is to this day. So I really do appreciate that. Takir definitely do get up and call me. She reaches out to Lamar and everything. Like, she even called Lamar her twin. Like,
here's the thing. Didn't you find out after Lamar was born that he got another woman pregnant?
Yes. My son was a year. I was walking to school, and a family member had stopped me and told me, like, asked me how the baby was doing and everything, and she had told me that he had another baby on the way.
You think Lamar looks like Roy?
Yeah, they got the same big old lips, but Lamar looked more like Roy's sister. They got the same big forehead, same eyeballs, same nose, same ears. Like, stop playing, same hairline.
But here's the thing. Ironically, his sister, Takia, has been there for you all along, right?
Yes.
How come? I mean, it's his sister.
Because she just has a very kind, genuine heart. Like, she's definitely, she is an angel just sent down from heaven. Like God just placed her here himself, because she's definitely been there, very supportive, and I really thank God for her every day. Every day she texts my phone. I might not reach out to them in a while, when she'll still hit me up. Hey, how's Lamar doing? How are you feeling? Like, and everything. Do y'all need anything? She been there for me a whole lot. Don't get me wrong, Roy is a great person. It's just I need him to be there for my son. It's stuff I cannot teach my son.
Whoa,
I
back up.
definitely will be.
So Roy is a great person? Is that it?
Yes, like don't get me wrong, we was best friends before. That was my best friend. I'm not here to make this man look bad or anything. I just need answers so that way he can step up and do what he's supposed to do for my child.
Meanwhile,
I'm gonna do that.
you think baby Lamar has the same kind of condition that Roy does, right? What is that?
I found out that my son is lactose intolerant. Nobody in my family is lactose intolerant at all, but Roy and his kids.
What bothers you about Roy is he goes on social media, talks about his other child, but not yours.
Yes, he don't never post my kids on no social media. He always posts his other kids.
I don't even have pictures like that.
I mean, I don't need him post my kids.
Old pictures.
But yeah, he always posts to everybody else in their family on social media. Always got something to say about them. But when it comes down to Lamar, he don't do nothing.
Why aren't you the father of Lamar?
I mean, I have doubts, but I mean, I'm not saying he's testing out I'm testing out the family. My family member basically told me, like, she was sleeping with multiple people. It's rarely, like, I mean, he say, she say. It wasn't around, but at one point in time, the family member was a best friend of yours.
You want to listen to them?
Roy.
Come on, they don't say person talking about they want to sleep with me, though.
Because they were family members. They were close.
But your family members still
like,
hit me up talking about they want to sleep with me.
They were close to you too. They was their best friend. They was their best friend at one point in time.
But when did we stop being best friends? Way before I got pregnant.
Did she tell it right that on your birthday she called you up and said, I got a birthday present for you. I'm pregnant with your child. And you said, I don't want that child. I deny that child. And we're broken up. Is that right?
I didn't say I wasn't ready for the child. I didn't say I didn't want him like that, like this trash.
You lying. You said I don't want no more kids.
You got like I throw him in the back burner.
That's
like,
not saying I'm not ready.
It's
Two different things. You got a whole mouth, you're a grown man. You know what you mean. If you wasn't ready, you should have said, oh, I'm not ready for no child. Now I don't want no more kids. Then pop up with another baby.
You had him, right? You had him. So what's the problem? You had him, and I wanted to
took care of him by myself.
These minds.
How come you weren't around during the pregnancy?
First of all, I was at work, Maury.
So that's why you didn't go to the
hospital. Don't you get a break when you on work, Maury? But don't you get a break? Can't you just come see your child?
Get a break? What?
Why did you have the first time he said my son was by coincidence? I was walking past his job and I said, you want to see the baby? He said it don't matter.
You let him hold him and all that, so it don't matter.
Okay, yeah, because at the end of the day, my son need a father.
Here's the thing. Didn't you try to get a DNA test, Roy?
I mean, yeah, but at the end of the day, I was going to get it, but she told me do it by myself. Like, if you want to find out, if you talk about it's mine, and I want to find out if it's mine or not, yeah, I would have, half and half, 50-50. Not me.
Maury, ask this man how many times I done went down child support. Ask this man how many child support letters he done got.
And I sold up.
You did.
You never sold up.
Well, we're going to put that to rest because you all showed up for my test. Okay?
Mister, don't put me on child support. Yeah, I showed up helping.
I definitely went there. I definitely went there.
Because you promised you was going to be there. Because it's all no child support.
All right.
I'm trying to get myself together. I was being good with you.
Roy.
He wasn't nowhere around.
Roy, you think Lamar looks like you?
I mean, I could say he do, but like I said, he got my sister cheekbones and everything. But like I said, my other kids look just like me as well, for real.
I didn't hump your sister
other
make
kids
no
look
baby.
just like me.
Obviously, they came from your features on your side.
All right, she got it. You got it.
Are you upset at your sister, Roy?
No, I'm not.
You better not be.
Me and her close.
Okay.
I mean, we just want. I get where she coming from. I mean, I want to know the same thing she want to know.
Okay. Takia, nice to have you with us.
Because it's been.
Hi, Maury.
Nice to see you. You're sure that this is your brother's baby?
I'm not going to say I'm sure, but I don't have any doubts. He looks like me. I'm 90% positive that he's.
But you're in little Lamar's life, aren't you?
Yes. They were living together when she was conceived. So I'm not understanding how he's not the father. They were together.
Have you told him he ought to step up and be the father?
I'm definitely going to do that.
The father, he needs to step up.
All right. Well, guess what? We've got the results right here. All right, we're going to find out. In the case of 2-year-old Lamar, Roy, you are not the father.
Wow.
Yeah,
Tisha.
I apologize. I do owe you an apology. I'm gonna give you that one.
You are not the father.